Hi everyone, this is Fiona. Welcome to my video. Thanks for watching. I have done only 2 astrology videos up till this point, but this is going to be my first time doing an oracle card reading, and I have recently really gotten back into a card reading and especially watching and doing readings, and this was a, a deck that I really liked. I was always very drawn to it, and so here it is. I'm gonna show you. It's called the Past Life Oracle Cards, and I really want to do this. The emphasis, of course, is on past lives, but I am going to frame it as problems from the past that are still bothering you today. What is holding you back? What is something that you really should be aware of? And so here, that's what it's going to be. I have here 6 piles. So not all of them the same size. Some of them are small, some of them are bigger. Just pick the one or ones that call to you the most. So I'm gonna give you one moment. Have you decided yet? If not, you can always just pause the video until you have. So then here we go. I'm gonna read and try to and just give my interpretation. I hope it will help you. Here we go. Let's see. It will be for pile number 1. Everyone who picked number 1. Let's see what is in store for you. What is holding you back the past? Lessons and blessings. There we go. So this is definitely something that you will have to learn, but it could also turn into something good. I have the feeling that this may be something that you may turn from a negative experience. You may be able to turn this into a positive one. Let's see what else you got. Male, female. So this is my first thought, my first thing that comes to mind, and my intuition says that this may be about just problems with fitting, with what kind of role do I fit? Do I fit the traditional male or female role patterns? Or do I fit both? Do I fit neither? Or what do other people expect from me? And vows. So this could, I'm starting to get the idea that it has to be about wanting to make someone happy, please them, and play a certain role, male or female, or neither or both, as some sort of promise to someone else. Like you promised you would behave in the way that they expected to, whether this is masculine or feminine. But of course I have more cards. Let's see. Trees. I'm actually gonna put it like this. So for trees, I actually get the feeling that it's not literally a tree, but more about your family tree, especially lessons and blessings and vows. This is, and seeing that this is more of a past life thing, I have a feeling that this is more supposed to be your roots, where you come from, where you grew up, and this is still holding you back in some way, or it's a lesson for later, something that you really need to be aware of. Alright, here we go. Love life. This is really simple. Immediately I heard this voice saying to me, because of the problem that you experienced in the past, very likely with your family or whoever you grew up with, what kind of family that is. It doesn't have to be by blood, but they are affecting your love life right now, or very likely it is still somewhere in the back of your mind whenever you are, whether you are dating or married or not in a relationship, single or looking, or single but not looking, or for benefits, just a sexual relationship, whatever it is that is your love life at the moment. But yeah, I got a strong feeling that again the things that you grew up with are affecting your love life. Communal living. So yeah, this again makes me really feel like past things, about pleasing your family. I get a very strong feeling that maybe some of you watch this are gay or LGBT in some way, and you had trouble with wanting to fit in with your community. Maybe your family was not very supportive, or they just did not understand, or wanted you to be of a different sexuality or a different gender. But even if not, I mean, this was the first thing that immediately came to me. It could also just be your community in general, the community and just living together, a bit isolated, but just a little crew, and wanting to really fit in and fit to those norms. And you probably had to sacrifice something, or just at least you weren't able to fully express yourself in the way you wanted to, in order to be able to fit in with whether it's your family or your community or some other group that you were part of wanted. Again, yeah, I especially get this feeling that this might be for those of you who are LGBTQ and so on who are watching. Knighthood. I think so. This is of course about, I feel love about protection. And this, maybe you felt like you weren't really protected. Maybe there were people who were supposed to look out for you, who were supposed to shield you or protect you from people who gave you a hard time, who may have bullied you or abused you, and they weren't there, or they only did it half-heartedly, or just not in a way that you needed it to. But I also get a feeling that maybe you have or are thinking of using that experience to make sure that other people do not have to go to the same thing. You may, in your life now as an adult, be thinking and acting very protective over people that you love. Maybe it's in your love life, like you may sometimes forget that you don't always have to just come at people who hurt you or your loved ones and come at them with a knife and just attack. Maybe this is maybe you went into another extreme because of it. But of course, also just be about the vows, feeling of like acting to a certain code of ethics. So, authority figures. So yeah, I definitely get the feeling that this community or whatever it has to, of course, it features people in a place of authority, very likely over you, but it could be the other way around, especially now. And so you may just feel like maybe even really dislike authority and feel like a little knight in shining armor. You like try to keep people away, keep them safe from whoever authority is using this to bully people or to just bulldoze over people to get their way. But of course, I think Yeah, I'm getting a very strong feeling that the lesson right now is that you have to realize that at some point your loved ones will have to fight their own battles. You can absolutely help them, you can protect them, but yeah, it's not always going to have to be you. You can be a little more low key while trying to look out for them and protect them from whoever is trying to control them, like authority figures. And persecution and inquisition. Yeah, I really get a feeling that you number ones are really suffering from just having been given a very, very rough time about just the way you want to express yourself, and whether this was because of your looks, because of maybe the color of your skin, or being gay or LGBTQ. I hope I got all that right. Or just, maybe you were a lot poorer or richer than the other people. There was something that just made you feel constantly on edge. And that is why this knighthood card is here, in my opinion. Just, you have a tendency now to be a little bit too defensive. You draw the sword just a little too quickly, and you really want to protect people. You want to look out for your loved ones. You want to make sure that maybe other people in your family or your friends or co-workers or whoever it is that you see being mistreated and persecuted for something they cannot do anything about. You want to make sure they're okay, and you can, and I know you will. It's just your problem at the moment is you may just feel like you are still that person who was persecuted, and the reason for it was incredibly unfair. Very likely it was absolutely not your fault, or it wasn't your fault. Yeah, it wasn't definitely something that you had full control over or responsibility over, and your lesson is to try to let go and to realize that you are different now. You may have been defenseless against such a big group back then, but now you are not. You are an adult, you are strong, you have grown very strong like this. And if you feel like you're not, or if you're very peaceful when you're watching this and you're like, what the fuck? Know that you have it in you. And that is the message I want to give to you, number ones. I also have one thing more that I want for you guys. This is another deck. It is about the Angels and Gemstone Guardian cards. I cannot show them right now because they have something on both sides of the card, but I want to draw one for you with two messages, two personal messages to end this little reading. So I immediately get this one. Alright, I immediately get this one. Black Tourmaline. I'm going to see if you can read it. Probably not, so I will. Do you fear betrayal? Do you feel threatened some way? This completely relates to what this reading just said. Are you surrounded by negative or untrustworthy people? Focus your intention on deflecting the negativity. Know that your angels and spirit guides are watching you out for you. You have become like a bit of a guardian angel for other people right now, the protector. Know that there is someone who looks out for you too. And even if you think there isn't, there may be someone very unlikely, someone you didn't expect, someone who is a bit on the background. Well, there is someone who looks out for you and who wants to help you get rid of all that negative energy and to stay away from toxic people, and for you to be strong without having to be strong, without needing to be strong, if you know what I mean. The message over here is Here we go. The angel of protection with some affirmations. I am safe and sound. I am out of harm's way. All is well. I surround myself with trustworthy people. I am blessed. I am always divinely protected. I am enveloped in a sphere of goodness and well-being. A really nice calming picture over here. So your number one, this is what is very likely holding you back. And I hope that maybe this is giving you food for thought and some help to be able to heal and get past this. You know that, the angel of protection is looking out for you. And this is my alarm that I have to turn on right very quickly. And here, black tourmaline. So maybe these days you might suddenly run into something like this. Remember this. Maybe you have it at home. I don't know. Here's the card that I got for you. So there you go. That was pile number 1, people. Now I'm gonna go for number 2. Number 2 is a bit smaller, but that doesn't mean that your cards are going to be any less worthy or any less important. Maybe you do not need a lot of cards to tell a whole story. We'll see. Rico and Roman. So I guess this maybe history related. Maybe some of you have a Greek or Roman heritage, among those who watch or are very interested in it. You would maybe really like reading it, relate to the stories about gods and goddesses. Finances. Don't tell me that you spend a lot of money on books and other things related to Greek Roman franchise and stuff, You may have in the past, or now you're struggling financially. There's something going on. Of course there's more. Let's see. Wars and battles. Wow, yeah. Some of you may just have read a story like this about war and battle. And they just feel like the life that you grew up in was very brutal, and maybe especially just a big wars and battle. I'm gonna see some more. Transportation. So this is hard. Again feeling that maybe in a very far past you were of Greek or Roman ancestry. You may have even died in battle in one of your past lives, or finances played a very big part. But I do think that maybe this is part of your recent life, your recent past. Finances. You may have grown up very poor, or just not as rich as others, and just very money was a big thing. You've seen what it brings out in people. You've seen how it can change people. Hungry for power, or just really greedy and stingy. And you must still have problems with that. You may still, maybe you are extremely stingy. Taurus season just started, and you feel just really protective over all of your stuff and about all of your money, and you're really, really careful, and you're just afraid of getting into debt or something like that. Or on the reverse, you are spending a lot. I get the feeling that it probably stems from not had a lot when you were growing up, but now suddenly something happened. Maybe you got a really good job, or you just got some financial windfalls, maybe some help from family or other people, or maybe even insurance or social benefits, and you have to watch out now for not spending too much and getting too enthusiastic. Like, yay, I have money now. Just watch out. Transportation, I feel that it's not literal. It could be that maybe something from your past holding back is like a train crash or an accident. Well, this picture shows a train, but it could also be any other form of transportation. Maybe it was way in the past, in this past life. You might maybe just be afraid of vehicles in some way. But I think it is less of a literal interpretation for some of you. For some of you, be about transporting and carrying certain memories over to your new life. I especially feel with this one the past life may just really be holding you back, and not just really something that happened in your recent past, except maybe something with finances or an accident during transportation, or just something related to war. Maybe some of you had to flee your home country. You know, it was really dangerous out there, so you had to leave. You had to make sure you and your family or whoever you left with, if you even left with someone, were safe. You had to start all over again in probably a very foreign country where you didn't know the language, you didn't know the customs, you didn't know culture, you didn't really know a lot, and you had to feel all of this out. And maybe it would be nice for you to connect into your original roots. If, for instance, you are a person of color, or you are an immigrant, like you weren't born in whichever country you're living now, and just to carry that culture more into your daily life. Maybe finding a community, people of the same kind of culture, of people that can appreciate it. Like you can also be an ally, and just transport that, just transfer your culture and over into your daily life, and see if you can really be proud of where you came from now. I keep looking at this Greek-Roman thing, and I have a feeling that some of you, number 2, who picked number 2, are of ancestry Greek or Roman. So, or you may have family who are, and I think some of you may suffer some really nightmares about it if you indeed did escape a very dangerous situation. The wars and battles. Well, they do not have to be literal. I just gave the example of fleeing your country, but it could just be a lot of arguments. It just wasn't safe, maybe just mentally or emotionally, and I think that is something that is troubling you at the moment. I'm gonna see if I can find a nice card of your mineral and gemstones. See if I have something. This is okay. So I shuffled the cards and I got the one that I won't talk anyway. This is a rhodochrosite. Let's see, over here. And what does it say for you? This is really funny. Do you realize that you are magnificent? Maybe you did feel oppressed. These boards and rattles, like you were maybe on the receiving end of it, and you just forgot that you actually are valuable, that you are a human being, that you are a person, and you are, magnificent. That's what it says. Believe in your magnificence and embrace your power. Know that you are strong enough to set boundaries with art and assert yourself in a loving manner. Allow yourself to be who you truly are, a loving and magnificent being. Yeah, just I think, well, number one was of course about maybe toning it down. I think here this one is about finding your inner strength. Some of you may have yet to figure out that you are strong. Angel of inner strength with some affirmations. It is safe for me to be powerful in loving ways. I am magnificent in every way. I have the strength to do everything I set out to do with loving intention. I am grateful for the courage to be all I can be. I hope you can read it. Pause it like this. There you go. So, I hope this helped you, number two. It was a bit more difficult than number one, but yeah, I think I got a picture for you, and you're going to find out how strong you really are, and how much you can resist, how much you can stand, how much you can do, and maybe you will find out that you can get through financial problems, or if they are, they might get better. And what is, holding you back in the past, maybe just this feeling of just war, of violence, and or maybe your culture. But yeah, you can be better. You can move on. You can live your life. You are a magnificent being, you know. So that was number two. Now we're gonna go pile number three, which is a big one. This is easier, but it can actually get confusing. We'll see. Galactic. Stars and space. Maybe you feel a little bit ethereal, a little bit of someone who's just out there, living on another planet, or sometimes you just have your head in the clouds a lot, or used to be someone like this. And I have to put it a little more like this. There you go. Yeah, now you can read it. Or you're just really, really interested in spacecraft. You have this really big draw to it. Either this is now or this was in your past. Maybe it's both. But this is, I'm getting the feeling of just a bit of a spacey girl, spacey guy, spacey them, spacey person. Wisdom. Obviously, there was something. You had a very big talent. Like you knew a lot of. You had a lot of knowledge to share with other people. Maybe this was related to anything space. Maybe this was about the stars, or maybe astrology. Social, science. Maybe it was about just space, astronaut. Maybe some of you wanted to be an astronaut when you were younger. Or you really like to stargaze, with the telescope. You had some sort of wisdom. You are very experienced in something, I feel. But there was something had happened, and maybe the next cards will show us more. The arts. Yeah, you were very creative as well. Maybe you had a bit of a style of arts in some way, whether this was music or art, like drawing, sculpting, pottery, painting. But it was a bit out there, galactic. It wasn't the usual. It was very out of the box, very likely, just something that not everyone would have thought of. It may have been misunderstood because of that, seen as just out there and just, or maybe you were so obsessed with your arts and space, and you were like always doing it, always reading about it, always practicing some more art or studying, and your head in the clouds were actually your head was always with that. May distracted you a lot. Mother. So shit. Oh damn. So alright, I need to put it like this. So I had a feeling you kind of struggle. Your mother may particularly hope that this is just weird. Or your mother may have been the only person that actually did understand or attempted to understand and was your big support. Or maybe she inspired you to do this, or because of something that happened. Maybe because of something that happened to her, and that made you want to carry on her legacy in some way. Her legacy. Imprisonment or slavery. So, well, okay, this is hard. This gives me a very strong sense that either you or your mother or a mother figure in some way was probably stuck at home, or in some other way limited in how much he could do. Maybe again, like your style was just, it was just not comfortable for you in some way or another to express this properly. It was looked down upon maybe a little bit. Or again, some of you watching may have had a grew up with a very ill mother or mother figure who was ill or disabled, or just had something that made her stuck at home. Maybe some of you were stay-at-home moms, but you actually didn't want to be, or more positively, it actually gave you the time to study on your art or stargazing. So scribe or writer. So yeah, this is very creative. Yeah, incredibly creative deck, guys. And so yeah, you got a lot of talent. Or maybe you're the kind of person who is better at expressing things through the written word. Maybe you are just whatever you cannot really get from your mouth, you really can't put into words. Normally, you may be able to put into words while you are writing, or through your arts, or through maybe some research that you have done. Your wisdom and galactic. And this may be the way for you to express whatever is holding you back at the moment. And if you're feeling down, or if you're feeling like there is something imprisoning you, or feel like you are like a slave to the system, there's maybe through writing or art or your research you can express what you maybe weren't able to when you were younger, or maybe you watched how this limited your mother. You may just want to do her proud by doing something that she wasn't able to, or carrying on her legacy. And again, I say mother, but it could just be anyone who was a mother figure to you. Or maybe this is just due towards your own child, if you have children. Say, trust and faith. Yeah, you gotta you may have just kind of lost your spark a little bit. Some of you watching may be dealing with some sort of depression or anxiety, or just feeling very low energy because of what has happened. And I do have think that if you have just faith in that, you are talented. There are all of these cards that show just how talented you are. You have a gift, and you gotta have trust and faith that this is your gift, and that you can help a lot of people with it, that you can entertain people with it, you can just bring people joy, you can bring your mother joy, or maybe by expressing yourself through all these mediums, you may be able to grow closer to your mother or your mother figure, or just improve your relationship with her. or if you are a mother watching your child, or a dad, or someone else who is feeling very motherly over your child. Orphan. So, yeah, I feel really bad for saying. This definitely gives me the idea that you had a mother who died, or who was taken far away from you, who was isolated from you, which made you feel like you grew up without mom. And you know, you are a good person. You deserve love, and whether your mom is still alive or not, she supports you. She gets it now, and maybe she doesn't, but know that you are loved, and you are not alone anymore. You may have been seen as very weird, out there, odd, but you have found a way to make this a good thing for yourself, and you can find new people. You know, you can find people who could be your new family. You know, if you lost family members, or if you grew up without really a supportive family or support system, you know, this can change, and you do not have to be a loner forever. You know, there are people who are like-minded, who are also out there, who are also odd and quirky, have their heads in the clouds, always stuck in their heads. There are people like you, and you don't have to be a loner anymore. There you go, baby. So yeah, this is a problem for your childhood. That's a really strong message I get. And maybe some of you watching are either pregnant or through some other means trying to have a child. Some of you may just gotten into a relationship with someone who already has a child, so you are becoming a step parent, trying to adjust to this. Or maybe by having a child, by becoming a parent yourself, relationship with your mother will change, improve. Maybe you'll start to realize what your mom, or whoever was your mom figure, was like, whatever she was going through, and you know what she tried to do for you or not. You know, if she wasn't there, if she was limited, maybe you understand just now she may have had it really tough, and maybe now you realize that, well, that's that. She struggled, and that she was not a bad person, and neither are you, and you are ready to start your new family. And this doesn't have to be literally with a baby or adopting or becoming a step parent or other means to be able to get pregnant or get a child. You have a child, could just be finding your people, you know, your crew, your tribe, you know, your fellow weirdos, who make sure that you won't feel like an orphan anymore, imprisoned, limited in some way. That was it for number 3. Then we have number 4. If you pick this file, there we go. Phobia. Yeah. So the issue. Oh wait. Sorry. I have to get back. I forgot my crystal card for number 3. You know, number 3 also needs a little message. Yeah, I'm getting 3 of them actually, so that's a lot to read. This one, the Angel of Entrepreneurship. There we go. It says the crystal here is pyrite, and it says, are you worried about money? Are you willing to accept prosperity in your life, into your life? You know, So yeah, your gift, that gift that you have, whether it was arts or something scientific, or so just maybe metaphysics, something like astrology or spirituality, anything quirky and out of the odd, you can actually you could actually make some profit of this, I have a feeling like you would be someone who you won't scam people. You would ask a fair price if you even ask for a price. You could earn some money through it. You could make this your livelihood, or at least something that you earn some additional money with. Or you could just build something with it. So maybe this will help you get your sense of community and find your tribe. If you earn unlimited income doing what you love, you can earn unlimited income doing what you love to do. Use your skills, follow your dreams, have confidence, believe in yourself and your ability to be successful. Yeah, so maybe you are afraid of you're afraid of success, maybe. And here, the angel of entrepreneurship. Here it is again. I am prosperous and abundant in all of my endeavors. I have limitless potential and I fulfill my highest purpose. I naturally attract whoever I need to be joyously successful. I earn unlimited income in doing what I love. Again here. Use your artistic talent. Use it for something. Express yourself. You have it. You may just, you may not become a millionaire with it, or just even earn your livelihood with it, but there's something that you can definitely do to make a name for yourself in some way. You have these gifts. And the other one is here, the angel of expression, with here turquoise, really nice, beautiful color too. The angel of expression. I open my consciousness to various forms of expression. I express myself with ease and grace. My creativity is activated. I am a channel of divine inspiration. I receive insights and wisdom from various cultures and philosophies. Various cultures, you're gonna find it may just be a different culture, a different philosophy, but your tribe. And the turquoise said, what do you wish to express? How do you wish to express yourself? Is there something you need to say to someone? Expression comes in many forms. Meditate on what you would like to say and then say it. Explore Native American spiritual teachings. Maybe some of you are of Native American indigenous heritage, or maybe you may just find it interesting. Again, expressing, well, like it says, expression comes in many forms. It does not have to be through the spoken word. And the last one was the angel of goodwill. And about caring. I am sincerely happy for the blessings in the lives of others. It brings me great joy to see others experiencing happiness. I extend blessings and goodwill to all. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. Tiger's eye. Oh yeah, about being strong, about courage. Are you envious of someone else's good fortune? Are others jealous of you? Replace jealousy with happiness for other people's good fortune. Another good fortune. Blessings are being received all around. Anyone can create the same blessings with true and pure attention. It is up to you. Yeah. You can bring a lot of joy with your talent. And with goodwill, you have to also. So if some of you got these problems with your mother, who had some problems, maybe you were indeed feeling very limited, remember that you can try to come to understand them a little more. You know, like with the baby, you're trying to realize what it's like to be a parent and to look after someone, and not something, someone. It may just not even be a child, but just a very lovely pet, you know, a dog or a cat, horse, I don't know, maybe a snake, I don't know what kind of animals you like. Well, you are starting to realize maybe your mom did try her best, and maybe she just really couldn't do more for you than you wanted her to. So that was it officially on number 3. Now we are really going into number 4. Phobias, I really showed it. There we go. So yeah, it definitely looked like what is holding you back is a phobia of some sort. But what and why? High priest or high priestess. Okay. Maybe you are in a position of wisdom, or maybe you are a teacher in some sort of self. Or you may really want to be a teacher or a person who can give guidance to other people, but you are afraid in some way. I'm gonna do some more cards. Spirituality and religion. Yeah, it's definitely into the spiritual side of it. A religious, high priestess, spirituality, biblical. Again, just it all seems to really fit. You know, you're getting really big of a common thread, common theme. Your spouse. So some of you maybe are in relationship or involved with someone who is very spiritual, who is a teacher, high priest, high priestess, very religious, maybe has some sort of position or not power, really more like just a leader in some sort of religious or spiritual community. Or maybe you are, and you are trying to introduce this to the person that you are involved with. Religion is a very important thing, and it is also something that may give you a lot of peace inside. Or it may be that you have actually suffered seen what religion can do when it goes out of control, you know, when it is used for bad, and now you are feeling held back by that fear of it to really embrace your religion again. Maybe some of you have lost your faith, and you're feeling like you want to have faith again, you want to get back to it, but you're not sure if you can, or if it is worth it, or if it is suited for you. Wow, you really are getting the same theme over and over again. Oh wow. Yeah, this is what is holding you back in some way. It has all had to do with religion, spirituality. Maybe you were the only person of a certain religion, or you were raised by a certain religion, but you didn't really feel like it applied to you. Or again, like I said, like you've seen the worst that it can bring out in people, you know, the zealots, people who are just so fanatical and extreme and fatalistic because of it, and just it has actually scared you off a lot. Or maybe you are going to, your spouse is actually that person, and spouse, you know, someone you are involved with or are about to be involved with, and you can show them the good side of religion, about having faith, about spirituality, and you know, like the high priestess, about just finding inner peace through your faith or through your spirituality. Karmic relationship. Yeah, this is definitely, yeah, it is whoever you are involved with this team in mind, it was meant to happen. It is to teach you something and to show you something. And it is definitely going to give you the opportunity to heal whatever phobia you have developed because of religion, because of something. It looks more like Christianity and it's and the like, because of the name biblical and angels. So yeah, you are at some sort of turning point in your life. You know, you are now at a point where, you know, you have met someone or are likely to meet someone that can help you deal with this, you know, or you can help them deal with their fear regarding religion. I'm gonna get you a crystal. See what it says. Value. Yeah, value. I got 3 of you free as well. The first one is here. The angel of telepathy. So yeah, I think it suits. When I speak, people listen and understand what I'm expressing. I communicate from my heart to the hearts of others. That really speaks to this high priest or priestess card. I easily visualize and send mental pictures of my ideas, visions, opinions, and other matters of importance as I speak. You have a tabular quartz here. Do people listen when you speak? Do you feel like you are not being heard? Know exactly what you wish to communicate. Use telepathy to convey your message through visualization and imagination. Send mental pictures as you speak heart to heart and mind to mind. It's a really beautiful one. I definitely think that yeah, you can help people through faith. I especially get this sense, you know, the high priest appreciation about conveying things, you know, about spreading a message. You yeah, you may just be a really good leader in some way for more of a, this kind of more of a community. You also got the angel of alignment. My chakras are balanced and in perfect alignment. I live my life harmoniously and energy flows through me effortlessly. I am a channel of divine wisdom and my intuition is enhanced. I easily connect with the source and all that is. Kyanites. You got here for you your crystal. Have you been feeling off kilter? Are you confused? Does life seem chaotic? Consciously align your chakras. Focus your intention on balance. As you regain your center, you can connect with higher wisdom and use your intuition as a daily part of your life. Yeah, I definitely have a feeling that you can find your balance from what is holding you back. You can yeah, find peace and balance by, you know, getting back into some sort of religious or spiritual topic, maybe by just, you know, accepting your faith and also accepting your phobia, you know, accept that you are afraid of something, and you know, like, this is human, you know. We all have things that we're scared of. It's normal. You know, you sometimes it may stop you from doing something that you want. Sometimes it doesn't. It's just, it is what it is, you know. Try to just be at peace, you know. Just spread word, and you know, you can communicate a lot of wisdom, a lot of just, yeah, spirituality to other people, you know. And finally, also you also have the angel of balance. My body is healthy and in balance. My cells naturally regenerate and rejuvenate themselves so that all of my systems function harmoniously. I am calm and relaxed. I exercise regularly. I enjoy my meditation practice on a regular basis. And chrysocolia is your crystal here. Are you dealing with an inflamed or unbalanced situation? Do you have imbalances in your body? Balance your emotions through journaling, exercise, and healthy communication. Take care of your body, mind, and spirit. Yoga and meditation are beneficial. Just more of the same thing, you know. It's how you can heal yourself, just being more in tune with yourself. I'm going to, so that's it for number 4. There we go. And we're going to go for number 5 now. Let's see, we do 5s. Ships. Right, this has a nautical theme, a traveling, something to do with water and the ocean. Literal past life, maybe you died at sea, or or an accident happened at sea that is just still scaring you. Maybe in your life, in this life, you have been in some sort of boating accident or ship accident, or maybe become really afraid of drowning because of something that happened. You may have almost drowned, or watched someone almost drown, or get in danger in the water. You've seen the dangers that the water can bring. Or on the other hand, the complete opposite. I get another idea that for some of you, instead of that, maybe you have a really strong feeling of wanting to go away, to just travel, go far, just get on that ship and just sail off into the sunset. You know, you want to go somewhere else, somewhere where you can probably start anew, or maybe you just really like the water. Instead, you know, unlike the first example, you may actually really feel like water is calming. Just being at sea is really calming, and just you feel more peaceful, you know. Or just more for symbolism, maybe there is something that you have to set sail for and really just take off for. Celtic, so usually maybe you have some sort of Celtic ancestry, or you are very interested in it, or someone close to you is, or maybe this was in your past life. Maybe this was what you actually wanted to move away from, or towards. Asia. So Asia also played a really big part. Maybe, so yeah, very, yeah, I think it's very likely like you were one of these and you wanted to the other. Maybe in a past life, or maybe now you were involved or are now involved with someone who is of a very one of these cultures who is very different, and it's about just whether your family accepted or not, or maybe just about having to get used to and just grow accustomed to very, very different culture, very different customs, food and hunger. So yeah, there was likely that was like maybe this was a reason you wanted to move. You were moving away. You were trying to start a new life somewhere else where poverty wasn't just running rampant everywhere, or it just felt very depraved in some way, and yeah, just you wanted but you were looking for something better. You knew how to look ahead. You were like, if I could, I would do this and just move on into a better life. Atlantis, another nautical team, another ocean team. So yeah, the lost city, Yeah. Some of some things are lost on you, and maybe your past life. Maybe currently you are trying to figure out, there's something that you don't remember, but you want to remember, or you think it's important that you can remember again. Maybe, or just, it looks very much, like this feeling like when you go on water and you are completely submerged, and feeling you hear all the noises a little bit muffled and feel like you are in more of a safe bubble. Maybe you are a bit of a dreamer, you really want to, you tend to just let your mind drift off somewhere else. After a while, it's like a lot of I think a lot of you will are very likely either Pisces or Sagittarius or some sorts, or have this very strong in your charts. And so, yeah, the concept of traveling, especially by sea or through the unconscious, like this, it feels more like an unconscious message. It's really important for you. Like maybe this is how you escaped from the feelings of, food, hunger, and just being depraved of something. And maybe in Asia, about one of these. I don't really know. The father. Yeah. One of number 3 had the mother, and you had the father. So there was a father figure who influenced you. Maybe in a past life you fled somewhere, or you started off a very new life with your father, or whoever was your mentor and your father figure. Maybe they were very strict, Asia especially, give me the feeling of like maybe someone who's very strict, but more about, being calm, about being focused, about family honor, or it was more positive. But I think that definitely at the moment there is something about your father or someone who is a father figure to you that is holding you back right now, and that you can and have the opportunity to improve on. You can improve your relationship with your father or whoever is your father figure. Maybe they are as much of a dreamer as you do secretly or more openly, and you can connect with that through that, just share your dreams with your dad, your figure. Maybe the reverse, you actually took this from him. He showed, that there's more to life than just material life. Food and hunger showed you, like ways that you could escape, maybe even feel out of your body, um, Celtic, also a bit of a nature, you know. You may really just feel very at ease with nature. And for like Asia here, it's also this kind. It looks so peaceful, you know. This image, all of them. Even this whole food and hunger card looks kind of peaceful to me. Like it's all a nice vibe of just letting go, of, you know, letting life be. I'm gonna get a card for you, a crystal. Now, whoa, okay, this one. You got the angel of kindness, and I am blessed with nurturing vibrations wherever I go. I am gentle with myself. I recognize that kind-heartedness brings about better life situations. I am kind and compassionate with myself and others. I enjoy loving relationships. Pink calcite was your crystal. Do you need more sweetness in your life? Are you gentle with yourself in your words and thoughts? Treat yourself with kindness. Cultivate loving friends, family, and environment. Be your own best friend and the best friend you can be to others. You know? Yeah. You definitely get this feeling of peace and letting go and just letting life be, and that will make you more. This will enable you to give this kind of kindness to other people, extend it, and to just treat everyone, and including yourself, lovingly. So I actually, yeah. Is this it? No, this is not it. I don't know one. Yeah, I actually got these two. I already had these for someone else, for another number, but here they are. Turquoise. What do you wish to express? How do you wish to express yourself? Is there something you need to say to someone? Expression comes in many forms. Meditate on what you would like to say and then say it. Explore Native American spiritual teachings. Angel of expression. I open my consciousness to various forms of expression. I express myself with ease and grace. My creativity is activated. I am a channel of divine inspiration. I receive insights and wisdom from various cultures and philosophies. And the angel of entrepreneurship. Crystal is a pyrite. Are you worried about money? Are you willing to accept prosperity in your life? You can earn unlimited income doing what you love to do. Use your skills. Follow your dreams. Have confidence. Believe in yourself and your ability to be successful. I am prosperous and abundant in all of my endeavors. I have limitless potential when I fulfill my highest purpose. I naturally attract whatever I need to be joyously successful. I earn unlimited income doing what I love. So, unlike the other example who got these cards, I actually think that in this case, your income and your abundance and entrepreneurship, that all of this is spiritual nature. You know, it is not material but immaterial. You know, about just being who we are, about being free, spiritual, just feeling at peace, all of that, all things that Jeans just mentioned. And maybe you can actually really make a new life for yourself somewhere else, you know, where you will set sail and just move to a different life where you can start all over and really be at peace. Or maybe just the place where you live at the moment is what is holding you back. But you can change. You can make a better life for yourself. yourself. And that was it for number 5. There we go. And then last but not least, our number 6. Whee! So, wow, I have a dry mouth at this point from all this talking. Okay, farm. So yeah, probably this immediately gives me an idea that one of your past lives, or maybe your current life, you grew up on a farm or in a very rural area, you know, bit of a countryside, bit maybe a bit isolated, just lived a very simple life, very straightforward. There were just not many things that you had to do. It actually may have given you some peace, but just an ease. You knew what you had to do every day. Your life was very simple. Of course, there are horses on there, so maybe you have an affinity with horses. Maybe you used to ride horses, or you were a jockey, you know, or just like to breed them or keep them, or, you know, in former farm. The booklet for this also mentioned farming accidents. So, yeah, I just want to mention it in case maybe it speaks to one of you watching. Number 6, monk or nun. Yeah, I definitely again give the feeling of just being isolated. You know, monastery. I hope I get the right word for that. Just again, the simple life, just kind of away somewhere, secluded, but just very. It was. I think that you like that. You may just have some problem, really wanted to move away from that. You may just see this as your comfort zone and just, you know, touristy and just tour. And tourists is notorious for liking to sticking things they like, for not liking to really go outside their comfort zone because they know what works for them and they need some really good conviction, a really good reason to do something new, you know. And that's, you know, that's not a bad thing, you know. Some people are just genuinely just content living a very peaceful kind of structured life somewhere away, you know. Some people don't need constant stimulation and socialization, you know. Maybe you're one of these, number 6. Or the reverse, you may be able to find a lot more peace and calm and happiness in your life if you go somewhere secluded, you know, be by yourself or with very small amount of people, a small amount of things that you need to do, that you have to do. There are more cards. Let's see what else. Health. Okay. So maybe for your health, I am actually thinking, especially mental health, it could be really beneficial to go somewhere secluded, maybe just a holiday, but then not a big and just huge, exciting holiday, but something simple. Go maybe to the countryside, to a rural area, or visit a monastery or castle or something that is just a bit more isolated. Maybe you are a healthcare professional at the moment, or you would like to work in this field. Maybe because of your health you were kind of separated. You may feel kind of like a hermit in some ways. You may feel like this is what's holding you back. Egypt. Again, maybe you have affinity with this. I love this picture. The pyramid, just this, wow. Again, there's this feeling of emptiness, like the empty landscape, you know, without anything cluttering it, and just pure, you know. Maybe you just maybe just a simple life and going back to the essence is really important to you, or this is actually something that you want to move away from. You're ready to spread your wings and get out of the comfort zone. You feel like there is something that is still holding you there. And medicine man or woman. I'm going to put this here on the health card because it feels very related. Maybe indeed the kind of healing could be through rituals, maybe shamanism, any spiritual kind of customs. You may feel that like alternative healing works more for you, or the opposite. You actually want to go for a more traditional form of healing. You have done this, you know, maybe it doesn't work for you, or you just really didn't like it. Native American. Yeah, I some of you may this kind of ancestry. It is maybe yeah, it just again I keep getting that theme of just, you know, a small community and just living by themselves, far away, self-sustaining, you know, farming, you know, health, maybe healthy foods and growing them could really help you improve healing, or herbs that maybe help in according to spirituality, according to point of healing. Leaving or travel. Yes. Again, I get this really strong sense that you are at some sort of crossroads, you know, and like there's you feel stuck. That's what's holding you back. Maybe because of your health. Maybe you have obligations to you know, the small community that you're in. Either you really want to you just long for a very nice, easy and simple lifestyle, or you actually want to leave this behind and move on to something new, something more exciting. You know, you want to see what else the world has to offer. And you know, I especially get from you from this reading that traveling would really help you and give you some sort of healing mentally and emotionally. And also self-sustaining thing, healthy foods, forgiveness. Of course, forgiveness is also really important. For those of you who actually want to leave a very easy life behind, maybe the forgiveness card expresses that maybe you did not like this life, you know, and maybe not like why is your family keeping you here? Why aren't they taking you away? And by forgiveness, you can hopefully try to forgive them and realize that like they had a reason for wanting all of you to live where you lived. And you know, like also forgive yourself for not having moved onto a new life yet and made a big exciting life for yourself yet, if that's the kind of thing leaving or travel is indicating. You know, forgive yourself because there are reasons why you were constantly stuck at this life, you know, and you wanted, or if you actually want to go into this life or get back to it, forgive yourself for maybe having to leave some people behind, or leave an old job behind, you know, an old profession, or just forgive yourself for wanting to start over, and maybe you may feel a bit guilt, living off the grid where nobody will really know what's going on. Maybe where it will be harder to keep in touch with you. But it is what it is, and of course this is modern age. There's the internet. There are ways to keep in touch. You can Skype call, you can call, you can text, you can WhatsApp, you can do regular instant messaging, message boards, Twitters, other social media. There are ways that you can keep in touch with people that you love, even if you are choosing to live somewhere off the grid and completely isolated, and just give yourself, maybe if for instance you want to get healthier but you have some unhealthy habits, maybe some unhealthy food habits, you have cravings maybe sometimes still, sugar or lots of snacks, lots of fries and just heavy fatty foods, and they're very rich and sugary, and forgive yourself for not being able to just go from one to the other, if you are still trying to do some healing, alternative healing, or just forgive yourself for not being able to turn this around right away. This is the kind of thing that takes time, and everyone moves at their own pace. Don't try to move at a quicker pace than that is natural for you and that is good for you. And then finally you have unrequited love. So, wow, this kind of changes the picture a little bit for me. I have a feeling that maybe either you are very busy and great in social person, you had this pretty busy life, and you were ready to give this up for someone who you really loved, or move somewhere off the grid away from everyone else, with them only really put your attention onto. Or you were very much in love with someone who lived very far away and was just very hard to reach. Or if you actually if you are actually with this leaving card, you were the group who is trying to move away from the very peaceful life. Like maybe again, like unrequited love, you have such a strong passion for someone, you are willing to leave all of this simple life behind to go and live in the city, to be with them. But they said unrequited, so yeah, maybe they just really didn't feel the same way, or they didn't feel as strongly as they felt for them. They felt they got weirded out when you offered to move for them, or yeah, you just felt like there was always some sort of distance, and it was just impossible to really connect with someone. And maybe this was in your past life, or maybe this is in your current life, in your past. But yeah, again, you gotta forgive yourself for that. You gotta forgive yourself maybe for taking time to get over this, or for maybe you are a very rational and logical person, very level-headed and just down to earth, and so you should maybe forgive yourself for having loved someone so much that you wanted to do something crazy, like moving far away for this person, and you gotta forgive yourself that, like, you love this person, you loved them, that makes you did something very strange and out of the ordinary for you. But like, emotions aren't always rational. You can't always regulate them, and you gotta forgive yourself for having this moment of, well, I'm going to make some air quotes, weakness. But, just You know, you let passion get better of you. You maybe let the fantasy get to you, to get to your head. You know, like, hey, this is fun. This is fun. I can do this and do that, and you know, you gotta forgive yourself for that. You know, it's sometimes we still go back to this teenage crush where where we really don't see anything practical. We don't see the bigger picture. Um, or you could actually, and it could actually be that you have to forgive the person that you love but didn't love you back. Maybe then, like deep down, you do feel some sort of resentment and hurt because you really saw a future with them and they did not, or they did not feel as seriously and as strongly about it as you did, and maybe you don't want to be mean, you don't want to be like you want to be nice, you tell yourself a million times a day, you know, no, this is not okay, you have to be accept their choice, this and that, but like deep down you do feel it really hurts that they didn't feel the same way, and just gotta forgive yourself for feeling that way, you know, you're bitter maybe, just be bitter for a while, just don't hurt anyone else with it, obviously, and like maybe it helps to get a lot of distance away from them to really be able to heal your heart, heal the love that you had for someone that they did not reciprocate, or just did not want to reciprocate, you know. Maybe your sexual orientation is incompatible in some way. Just know that like all of this may be holding you back now, but again, you are at this turning point, you know, a fork in the road, and I think like I think you will at some point know when to make what is the right choice. You will make the right choice, and maybe through isolation or through living a little more simple of a life, or actually by moving away from that, you will find the answer. And I can tell you, I can obviously grab a little extra card for you, and this is my final message for you, number sixes. Let's see. No, not this one. Yeah. So, this is funny. So I had two of these. I had a really big pile actually that my hand started shaking towards that. That's usually a sign that that's the card that I need to pick. The one on the top and the bottom that I held stood out the most to me, and these are it. We have the Angel of Plants and Herbs and the Angel of Prosperity. You know, prosperity already popped up with someone else too, with another card, number 2. Angel of Prosperity. I am blessed with abundance. I am successful in all of my business pursuits. My actions come from a loving place and have beneficial results for myself and others. I am fortunate. I appreciate and enjoy my prosperity. Okay, no, it did not pop up. It felt very similar, but it's not. But you got the emerald. Very nice, very powerful color. I love this green, shade of green, like wow. Are you embarking on a new venture? Hey, look at your reading. Do you wish to increase your financial security? Trust that you have the ability to be successful and prosperous. Activate your inner entrepreneur. Believe in yourself and you will reach your goals. Now, Angel of Prosperity. Maybe this is again pointing at the self-sustaining with foods and herbs. And here, this one especially points to that direction, you know, the Angel of Plants and Herbs. I spend quality time in nature every day. I have an intimate connection with Mother Nature, and her loving tools for natural healing. Essential oils and healing herbs allow me to balance all aspects of my life. Green moss agate. Another green one. Very green. Do you like to garden? Are you a nature lover? Spend more time connecting with Mother Earth. Put your hands in the soil and your bare feet in the grass. Investigate the use of nature's pharmacy, such as herbs and aromatherapy for general health and well-being. There we go. So that is another advice for you, and that was it. Obviously, I have a lot of, several times I have pointed at things like plants or alternative healing and everything like that. Remember that if there is something that you are worried about and it is very persistent in your health, whether this is mental health or physical health, you go see a doctor. You go see a therapist. Self-medicating, like it can be dangerous, and like if you're in doubt, then yeah, like try to get past your fear and just consult an expert. And that's my final thing. So that was it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my video. I am very excited about this one. It was very long. Well, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it helped you, gave you something to be able to move forward with. And yeah, I would love to do some more of these. Let me know if you would like to in the comments or on my social media. Most people will come here through my Twitter, so there you go. Thank you so much all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.